Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is, at this point, the final episode of Hearts of Iron in this particular series. There will be more, but I'm going to be ending this series here, and I'm hoping to get Turkey to capitulate by the end of this episode. We'll see if that ends up working out. I would very much like to do that, but this is going to end here because of the imminent release of Victoria. As of the date that this video comes out, Victoria 3 will be out tomorrow. So I'm going to be starting up some coverage of that game, and we will eventually be back to Hearts of Iron. There's no doubt about that. But I just noticed, while looking through our recruitments here, that we are short on trucks for recruiting for our infantry divisions. And so that caused me to look into our logistics here, and sure enough, we're down 4,500 trucks. Now, some of that is probably going to be due to the fact that we have a lot of things like this supply hub motorized. We can probably back off on a lot of those. So a lot of these down over this way, like this one, should no longer need to be motorized. And we can ship those trucks up elsewhere. Cool. We've just kind of been leaving these motorized, and we can definitely ship those trucks to other locations. Now, it's very clear we're going to need more trucks, even beyond doing this. But we can certainly back off on that. Cool. So, if I'm reading this correctly, each one of these is using 54 trucks. So that will save us quite a lot of trucks right there. I want to come down over here and take a look. Some of these up here should be fully motorized. This one maybe should no longer be. Same with this one. But these over here should definitely remain motorized. And this one can get motorized. There we go. Okay, so we're definitely going to need to change around our production here. We clearly need more trucks. We actually have 7 military factories available. I'm going to put all of those into trucks. Why not? Okay, fantastic. So now we need to think about pushing up towards Istanbul. Now, when will Turkey capitulate? Turkey will capitulate when we take 7% more of victory points. Victory point here, victory point here, victory point here, victory point here. All of that should result in a capitulation, right? Now, these guys are quite weakened at this moment. So let's just tick forward a little bit and see what's going to happen with these cautious attacks that we have going on. For the moment, that seems to be fine. We're attacking down over here, and I'd like to go a little bit more whole hog on this attack, since that is a victory point. We're pretty close to getting Turkey to capitulate. I actually want to assist here and assist here. Okay. So Turkey is pretty close to capitulation. There's no doubt about that. And we're being attacked a little bit on this flank. I don't expect many problems over here. I want to check in, though. How did that help on our truck numbers? Minus 3k. So it was at minus, I think, 3.5k, so we saved about 500 trucks by doing that. That's not great, but we also need to keep in mind a large amount of this truck deficit is going to be going into this. And we don't actually want these to be created. This is purely for manpower. So we're just going to cancel all of these, and let's check our truck deficit now. That saved another 400 trucks. Okay, but that did get us some manpower. So we'll just float that manpower for the moment. It looks like we took this victory point. So Turkey will capitulate very soon here. That victory point was worth how much? 2%. Okay, so we need 3 more victory points in total. This attack down here is definitely one that I think we can pull off. Get in here. There we go. Let's check in quick on the air. This is a naval. The air situation here. That's still pretty grim. We do have 43 anti-air guns up here now, though. And that's definitely doing some work. There's no doubt about that. And we're building more. In fact, we can queue up this. Cool. Okay, so this attack is going to be a little tough for us, I think. Mostly due to our lack of tank. Although, maybe it'll work. We're losing an attack over here, but we are heading over to reinforce it. So that looks good. I'd love to see a successful attack here. We can move these guys in. We can move these guys in, although our number of tanks here is not great. Yeah. I don't really want to have that attack go off right now. So we need only a few more victory points at this point. We're getting pushed out here, and I definitely don't want that. Get in here. Okay. We push them back out fairly easily here, although I want these guys to assist and these guys to assist. That's going maybe a little bit grimly. But I think we've got this. Get in here. Cool. So, I want to look at our supplies over this way. What do we have for logistics? This railroad absolutely needs to get upgraded. That is a very high priority. That's a big part of our problem up over here. Okay. So we'll get started on that. That'll be done on 31 August. Looks good. Cool. This attack over here is interesting to me, actually. I'd like to assist this attack here, and I'd like these guys currently in Ankara to move up, and then attack over here. Okay, we can let up on this for the moment. Cool. Okay. So, we definitely need to get this railroad upgraded. There's no doubt about that. I also wouldn't necessarily mind seeing it connect like this as a bit of a backup, but I want that to be prioritized below our anti-air guns. Okay, so we'll get that underway. There's a lot of units up over here. What do we have going on here? Man, that's a lot. That is a whole lot. So our anti-air are shooting down some of their planes. No doubt about that. I think that this attack here is still viable. Particularly if we bring these tanks down. So let's bring them on over. I would love to take Tarsus here. That would be absolutely great. There's an attack being launched on Tarsus right now. It's not super useful. How are we doing on our tank count anyway? We've got a decent number of them. Cool. We just need to get them supplied out over here. Okay. So these guys over here are doing reasonably fine, but we want Turkey to be the ones to fall here. So I'm going to assist this attack. Like that. And we should be able to move some forces in here. Okay. Now, these tanks will be arriving down here soon-ish. They're not here just yet. Now they're here. Okay. I want all of these forces attacking here. Get in here. And I want all of these guys assisting. I feel like it's doable, but it just kind of isn't happening. Okay. We're going to hold off for the moment. In that case, this attack is one that looks fairly viable to me. So we come in like so. I don't want to assist with this single unit here, but I do want to assist here. Organization is tough, but our tanks are doing work. Cool. How's our upgrade looking? 26 August. We're making progress on it. We're definitely making progress there. Okay, we're attacking out over here. I don't necessarily love that, but we can come in like so now and pressure this harder. We actually took this location, and that's huge. Get up here. If we can get this surrounded, that is enormous. I want you guys to assist this attack. Okay. Now, they will still have some supply flow from CNOP here. But this is a level 1 naval base, so there's really not going to be much. Their supply lines are kind of grim over this way as it is. So that's great. So we're going to cut this. I would love to head into Kastamonu here. And we arrive there. Now, they're almost certainly going to attack here, and we want to send a second infantry unit there. I would love to send these guys over to here. Okay. So we'll make our way up on this front. And now I would like to attack here. Like so. We can definitely assist this attack, but I'm not going to at this moment. This is looking good-ish. It's looking less good now. However, these tanks are going to be arriving here quite soon and can help out with the attack. There we go. That was the point of bringing these tanks up anyway. Cool. So this victory point will fall. We have free military factories right now. Let's go up to X5 here, and let's toss these factories still into trucks. Trucks are still quite important for us. Are we motorized in Ankara? Actually, we are not, so let's go ahead and motorize that. Cool. So there's another victory point falling. Turkey is now at 41%. If we take CNOP, then Turkey will fall. I'm going to take all of these guys, and we're going to start pressuring over. Okay. All we're interested in doing right now is pressuring. That is literally it. We might get pushed out here, that's fine. We don't want to get pushed out here. Okay. I'm going to send these guys, or one of them anyway, here. Cool. I'm okay with just tying these guys down for the moment. Cool. So this is now pocketed. And they're not going to last very long. We're going to do an all-out attack there. And that'll get taken over momentarily. They have no way to get supplies here. So that is absolutely perfect. Cool. 97. These are almost all Turkish armies over on this front, I just noticed. We're going to get huge gains when Turkey capitulates. Okay. All of these guys are going to come over here now. And we're going to launch an attack here. You will join in that attack. Excellent. So we have troops arriving over here. We can see them stack wiping, even though we're losing this battle. That's hilarious. I love it. Checking in over this way, it all looks good. Did we get pushed back here? I think this was our province previously. It was. It definitely was. Let's see about pushing them back out of that. And in the meantime, we're focusing up here. This is our primary focus at this juncture. All of these guys attack in. Cool. This should cause Turkey to capitulate. Are any of these troops Turkish? Well, actually, we pushed them out already. So that's great. There are some Turkish troops over on this front. But this should cause Turkey to capitulate. The moment it does... Maybe we need to tick it. There we go. Turkey capitulated. Turkey capitulated to the United States and Greece awkwardly. But we can definitely get some major attacks over here. So Turkey capitulating is kind of a big deal. I'm going to send this army up over here, while this army cleans up these little bits here. We're going to take Tarsus. We're going to attack here. We're going to take everything over here. But these guys, they definitely want to head up over here. In the meantime, I want this tank unit to grab that. Cool. Okay, so we're going to grab all of these locations. There's going to be some Turkish gains here. Cool. I want these guys in here. Fantastic. I definitely want this force to be frontlining here. With their offensive line being, like, ideally here. But, there. That'll do. Cool. So we'll just get them pinned in a little bit here. This is a little awkward. Do we have... I'm not sure that we... Controlled by Greece, owned by Turkey. We should be able to ask for military access from Greece here. Okay. And then these guys, instead of doing this, can now do this. Perfect. With their offensive line being up here. And then these guys, they're just moving in over this way for the time being. There's those stack wipes happening. And then they can come down, like, over here. And they can frontline here. With their offensive line, is this controlled by Germany out here? Yes, it is. Okay, so we could assign, like, a single tank unit to come out over this way. It's probably undefended. Probably. We don't know that for a fact. But there we go. Cool. So that is our goal achieved. Our goal was to get Turkey to capitulate, and that's great. So we're going to try to push at least to here. That would be great. I want these guys to all attack over here. There we go. Because we definitely want to take that over. And if this is undefended, come on in. It may or may not be undefended. Looks like it is not. Okay. Supplies out here are pretty grim. There's no doubt about that one. So deselecting these guys, let's head on over. Let's just set up a front line here. And then these other three divisions, we'll set up a front line here. Okay. I'd like to attack out over here. They have very little left for supplies, but so do we. Well, let's just hold off for the moment. The rest of these are going to attack here. Let's clean this up first. That'll be good. And then we're just pushing in up over this way. As far as this front goes, it looks pretty stable. So that is fantastic. We're pushing in without many problems up here. And I think we're going to get them kicked out of Rhodes. Pretty sure on this. Another 12 days? Wow. Considering they have virtually nothing here. Why don't we join in on this attack? Because it's not going to work. Fair enough. Another 6 days, allegedly. Okay, now they just had 2 stack wipes. That's good. Less than a day. And there we go. Rhodes has been taken. So now we're going to take all of these guys, and we're just going to come over here and attack. As soon as we can. We're having a hard time kicking them out of Istanbul. That's to be expected. I don't suppose we can upgrade these railroads. Actually, we can. And we are going to do so. Cool. So let's get that going so that we can get supplies up here better. And can we motorize this? Yeah, but we don't really need to. So I think it's okay. Cool. Everybody get in here. I'd love it if the US would join us here. Or China, I guess, is the primary force here. Hello, Research Tab. They decrypted our ciphers, like that's going to do them a lot of good. We could also build a land fort here if we could, but unfortunately we can't. We don't control this. I would love to build a land fort there. Oh, we can definitely delete this order. That doesn't need to exist anymore. Cool. So we're just looking to win this eventually. I would like to offensive line to... How can we get that? It's difficult to offensive line this, it would appear. Okay. Well, we'll just blockade them for the moment. Out of curiosity, what's air like out over here now? Oh, much better. But what is this part of? The Aegean Sea. Okay. So we'll head out to the Aegean Sea here with our planes, and we will tell them to air superiority. We're at 76%. I like it. Now, I'm assuming Istanbul is not part of the Aegean Sea. Hypothetically, if we're winning this, we can go in like that. And then we can definitely grab this and nuke it. One single nuke should be enough to break that. And then we can move these guys from being here up to Greece. That's a bad idea. We're just not going to do that. Looks good. So that nuke goes off, and now we're going to head in here. Fantastic. How are things looking up this way? Kind of mediocre. We can assign these guys over here, and what do we actually need? We need 2 infantry and 1 tank. So we can send 2 infantry and 1 tank. Now that leaves us 1 spare tank unit, and this is good. We want this. So we're going to assign that to a new unit, and they're going to start an area defense just in North Africa here. We don't need to area defend that, but we can area defend all of this. 1 tank is obviously not enough to area defend all of this, but that's just to prevent the Germans from doing more of those annoying landings. Cool, like that. So we'll get started on that. Not that we expect it to be a thing, because this is basically the end of this series, right? So that's definitely a thing. We're going to finish off these guys pretty soon. And unfortunately, we are not going to be taking Istanbul currently. But maybe eventually. These guys will be freed up soon. So this is going to be over in 8 days? 3 days? 2 days? Eventually. It will eventually be over. There's 1 stack wipe. And any moment now, 2 stack wipes. Cool. So we're now going to bring these guys up here. I'm going to delete these orders, and we're going to do this again with the army group. So we'll offensive line out over like so. Cool. So these guys will move up, but it is time to put a cut in here, and this, of course, will be the end of this series. We got Turkey to capitulate. That's absolutely great. Now, we could have pushed in over here and kept going, but with Victoria 3 releasing and this being in the correct time slot for that... Oh, hello, look at that incursion in Spain. Okay, Germany's having some issues. So this would have ended fairly soon-ish, I think, but it probably would have gone on for a few more weeks. So, in terms of, like, real time, a few more weeks. So we're going to be ending it here, and we're going to be switching over to Victoria 3 with the next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.